back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I'm excited to get into today's pick a card because today we're going to see who is going to propose to you, who will you get engaged to, then to be married to. That is what we're tapping into for today. So my Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And pause the video if you need more time with the piles. You can always pick more than one pile for all of my readings. We have group 1 with the Tiger's Eye Crystal Point. Group 2 with the Rose Quartz Crystal Point. Group 3 with the Citrine Crystal Point. And Group 4 with the Clear Quartz Crystal Point. So like I said, pause the video, take as much time as you need, but we're just going to get started. Alright, if you chose group 1 with the Tiger's Eye Crystal Point, this is your reading. Who will propose to you? Who is this person? Who are you going to be engaged to be married to? That is what we're going to see today. Spirit, this is for group 1 with the Tiger's Eye Crystal Point. Show us who group 1 is getting married to. Who is that person, Spirit? Ooh, right away we got independent that came out. I can do it all on my own. This person, I can feel it in their energy. They're a hustler. It's giving, I keep hearing specifically Aries, but it is giving fire sign energy. Their Venus placement may be in Aries, or they may have Aries in their 4th house or a fire sign in their 4th house. Let's see. Oh, I love this. I'm like, yeah, give it. Spirit, yeah, and you can deliver me mine next because this is perfect. We have independent, romantic, logical, and dedicated. What more could you ask for? If you're asking for anything more than that, you're just greedy. You're just being greedy, group 1, because this is the foundation to a good partner, to a good fiance. Romantic says, I love getting you in the mood. So this person likes, quality time, time spent. They like romance. They want to take you on dates. But even beyond that, this person is the kind of person that likes to romance you all through during the day. This is the kind of person that likes to keep that romantic energy building all throughout the home. Even from the way the home smells is like, they think it all the way down to the detail. So they're on top of it, okay? You ain't gonna be like, baby, what's that smell? I was trying to get in the mood, but is that garbage? Did you take out the trash? You don't have to worry about any of that ghetto stuff with this person because they take care of it. They create a vibe. They got the candles going. They got the incense going. You don't have to worry about none of that. Like, this is the kind of person, like I said, that likes to build romance throughout the day. So it's not just like, okay, at the end of the night after you're tired, you've been working, you've been busy, da-da-da. And it's like, they're looking at you like, you gonna finish? Listen, it's none of that, okay? It's giving generous lover. It's giving forethought. Like, this person really thinks it through. Like, okay, how is Bae going to for sure be, taken care of, good to go, in the mood, da-da-da. Like, what can I do to make sure that my person is comfortable? Logical, I use clear and sound reasoning. I love this energy. I'm also feeling not much arguing between the two of you, and I really do feel like it is because this person gives in, but not because you're right, just because they kind of, certain stuff doesn't really bother them. It kind of rolls off their chest. Like, if you want to be upset about something, or if you really feel passionate about something, 9 times out of 10, they're going to let you have it. And you may be the kind of person that just needs time to regulate. So I feel like that's a really good match being with this person, because you can come back and you can say, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry for, being short-tempered or going off for you or not being open-minded. Instead of having it always be an argument, you can kind of like, humble yourself if you feel like there's something wrong and just apologize and then move on, because this person isn't holding on to everything. But a good communicator, I feel, as well. And then we have dedicated. I only have eyes for you. So I'm like, seriously, what else could you possibly need? This person is independent. They're not, you know, they don't need you for everything. They don't need you to bring a whole bunch, you know, to the table. They don't need you to take care of them. They're pretty self-sufficient. Romantic, logical, fair, I'm feeling. This person may have fair skin or be, have like a super clear, almost glass skin, translucent, skin texture, like where it's like no texture, basically really nice skin, or glass skin, regardless of the shade. You could still have glass skin and be dark as ever. We have Street Smart that just came out as well. So this person, I feel like they kind of have it all. This person really does feel like a catch. I'm not really getting anything that I would say is negative at this point. The person who's proposing to you, they know that they want to be with you. They can hold their own as well. Also, if you have a big, loud, or aggressive family, I'm hearing they're okay with that. They do fine. So if you're kind of, you know, because you can't pick your family. If you're kind of embarrassed to some degree, like if your family's really country or if they're just loud, you know, I don't know, boisterous. Listen, ghetto. Let's be real about it. If they're ghetto, it's gonna be okay. It's not gonna be a problem with them. I am educated in the ways of life is what it said on Street Smart. Spirit, show us this person for group 1. Who is this person proposing to group 1? Who are they getting engaged to? Ooh, we got gossip that came out. So this person likes to chisme, okay? They want to know what's going on at work. They're interested. They're invested. They want to know what's going on. You know, they want updates about your friend. They may even ask you like, oh, so what happened with so-and-so and the you know, the vet situation? Did they get that sorted out? Like, I just feel like them kind of remembering the conversations that you've had with your mom specifically. I'm hearing for someone. So you may talk to your mom on the phone all the time. They want to know like, okay, the updates, what's going on at the house, what's happening. They're interested. They want the tea. This person kind of feels like your best friend. And also, you may not want to have kids. There's a little bit of an energy for some of you where it's not like your life goal to have kids and you kind of just wanted a partner who could understand that. For some of you, you're going to get that as well. We have the servant, the mother, and gossip that came out. The servant says, delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. This person is genuinely generous. This person is pretty giving, pretty loving. They're generous with their time, their energy, their resources, like what's, you know, mine is yours type of energy. Also, I'm hearing self-sacrificing for the house, for your priorities, for vacations. Like this is the kind of person that you can genuinely trust to save their part of the money for the trip that you want to go on. The mother says nurturance, patience, and unconditional love and joy and giving birth to life. So with this person coming in with the mother archetype, they're very warm. They have strong feminine energy, either strong feminine influences in their life or high respect for feminine energy and the process and the purpose of feminine energy. Very intuitive. And then gossip, this one says awakens consideration for the feelings of others and honoring trust. So yes, they can keep a secret. You can tell your partner what you're going through, what you're thinking, what's going on, and they're not going to be telling everyone else, airing your dirty laundry, even if you guys were to have like, you know, a breakup or whatever. They're not messy. They just want to know. They like to know. It could even be a safety thing. For some of you, you may even notice that they kind of case out buildings when they go into it. So like say you guys go out to eat for a restaurant. If you pay attention, you may notice that they're checking all corners, all exits. Where's the bathroom? Where are the exits? Okay, I need to face towards the door. That may be a weird quirk that they have. I need to face towards the door. I can't have my back to exits. They could have even had a past in the military or some sort of armed forces. Nice. We have the child magical and the visionary that came out. So even though they can be very militant, even though they can be very focused, have a lot of masculine energy, they also have a lot of feminine energy. The visionary says capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others and willingness to proclaim a vision without the regard for personal gain. So this person is a fountain of ideas and they will share those with you. And if you've been stuck and in a rut yourself and you're an artist, this is someone who genuinely cares about you, that can support you in the art that you're making and what you're doing without overimposing their own opinion, without stifling your creative freedom, without feeling like you owe them some sort of acknowledgement for your journey or what you've accomplished. This person is just genuinely supportive. So you're especially going to benefit from this being your fiance if you're an artist yourself. And then the child magical says seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things and the belief that everything is possible. This person may like to watch Disney movies. And yes, they do get choked up. You may get choked up as well, though. There's an energy of this person. They may have baby fever, or they may like Disney. Even though they're adult, they like Disney. They like going to the parks. They want to go on vacations, and they just want to have like good, wholesome fun. They may like good, wholesome fun. We got the Magician and the Ten of Cups as I cut the deck. So we got some good energy for you guys. Spirit, tell me about who they're getting proposed to. How will they get along? Tell me about their relationship. What do we need to know more about who's proposing to group one and that connection? Ooh, we got the Five of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. That's honestly someone trying to take the cheat way out. You may meet this person in an embarrassing way, or you may have manifested this person with some sort of dodgy magic. There may be some sort of sacrifice to get this. It's seeming to work out for you, but I mean, I don't know nothing about that. Five of Swords just isn't the best energy, and then the Seven of Pentacles can be like just the perfect energy for anything shadowy to like really live and fester. So you could be meeting this person like as you're getting evicted, or as you just got let go from a job. Like you could be meeting this person honestly in a bad time for your life. Even like mentally, it can just be, you know, you going through like your own mental struggles when you're meeting them. It's like you may be down on your luck. We have the Eight of Pentacles. You could be like head down just working, or even just trying to survive. We got the Ten of Swords in reverse. I just wanted to jump out as well, which is giving me like dead-end job energy or paycheck to paycheck. You could be meeting this person. Well, we did get for the artist, you know, with the visionary energy, like some of you may be in a rut or not able to move forward with your artistic pursuits. Maybe you don't have the funding anymore, or things just aren't working out for whatever reason. That's interesting. I feel like Spirit would let us know that for a timing thing. Like if you're going through that now and you're, you know, still watching readings, being optimistic, but really don't know how anything romantic could really come together because your life is like, for some of you, it just seems like a dumpster fire. Spirit's like, hold that intention. Like, I got you. This is still gonna come through, and it may be coming through like significantly sooner than you think. Especially with this person seeming to be so ready for you, it's like there wouldn't be a hold up on their end. So Spirit may speed up when you meet this person. We got the Hermit here. A lot of you may be, the Hermit and the Fool. That's like a spiritual ascension with the Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You may be seeing 10-10. There may be a theme of like endings and new beginnings in your life right now. There could be a friendship of years that ended recently and you're finally getting back into a groove, like doing your own thing, living without them, or living without whatever you are currently focused on for your life for a while, whether that's school. It feels like college. It doesn't feel like high school. It feels like later in the journey. I don't know. I feel like I'm talking to like early to late 20s. Definitely past like the teen, early 20 range, I guess. So mid to late 20s. But anyways, we got the Hermit and the Fool card here. So Spirit is saying this may be coming on the heels of a bad breakup, a tough period in your life, strong energy. I feel like financially struggling. Maybe a car got repoed, or it feels like something really that would really have you on pins and needles. But then we have the Hermit and the Fool card. So I'm not, seeing Spirit saying you need to worry about getting engaged. It is better for you to focus on, just your financial situation right now, because this is giving like serendipitous energy. But also with the awkward meeting or whatever that was, it could be like you're rushing somewhere and you spill coffee on this person's shirt and like a literal movie. So it's like, how the hell could you have prepared for that, to meet your person in that way? So don't even bother, I don't get anything, here with Spirit saying like, oh, do this, do that. I would say, if anything, with the Fool energy, just be open to new beginnings. But if you're worried, about getting proposed to, if you'll ever truly get married, I feel Spirit saying like, you don't need to worry about that. We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Spirit is like, I have a plan for you. I'm not going to do you like that. No, you're not going to end up alone. Someone was just saying that, like in their head or something, thinking that. And Spirit's like, no, you're not going to end up alone, responding to that. We have the Knight of Cups and the Seven of Wands. So that's so funny how we get this 7 energy. Spirit is like, yeah, you're out of your, bad financial situation or bad, just period in your life where things kind of went down. But now there's new foundations being built, new worries to, things to worry about. Like, it's not completely easy. 7 of Wands is still work, but it's work for love. So shoot, maybe, your person will be taking you out of the work game. Maybe you'll be able to quit your job. At least for a while. But yeah, we have the 9 of Wands in reverse and the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. There's an energy here of Spirit really focusing on you not getting overwhelmed. So if you're manifesting and it's more of a negative, shadowy thing than positive, like, at least give yourself a break or focus on other aspects that you want to manifest. So many people point all their intention and energy directly towards like the end goal. But the way that you quantum leap is by coming at it at all sides. So it may be more beneficial for you to at least, focus on another area than you've been manifesting. Something that could make your day-to-day easier, something that can make your life easier, rather than focusing directly on the end goal, at least for now. Spirit, what messages do you have for group 1? What do they need to know? We have the protection card. It says set personal boundaries. So Spirit is like, listen, let's get those boundaries back up. Let's work on that shadow work. Let's work on those boundaries. Those boundaries also should apply to your family, to your friends, to any relationship, not just romantic. So make sure that people aren't taking too much. Reestablish some boundaries with your manager as well. Say your manager will send you emails at, random times at night when they know you're not awake, and then they expect you to know what they were talking about the next day and have something done. Don't just let it go. Don't just say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see it. Make sure you affirm that boundary. Like, do not email me past 8 p.m. And I'm sending you an official email to let you know I'm not available at that time. That is not the time that I'm clocked in. That is not the time I'm available. You cannot expect me to be able to respond to anything sooner than after the next time I clock in, because that's the next time that I am on the clock and receiving information and doing this job. This isn't that. I'm not you. I don't take my work home and be working 24/7. No to the no, no, no. Set those boundaries again. You know, a lot of times we feel like, oh, you know, if we want to manifest love, that's all we need to focus on. But really, Spirit may be trying to help you grow and develop in other areas in your life, and you may not even be seeing that. You know, there may be tests that are playing out where Spirit is testing you in other areas of your life, and you're like, why is there a holdup on love? And you haven't even connected those dots. So make sure you're present in all your moments, and everything is right and tight, you know, and everybody knows where they stand, and you're affirming those boundaries. We got the Witch card that came out. This one says, the magic you seek is inside of you. Let it flow. I feel your spiritual gift is singing. Someone's spiritual gift is singing or spoken word. Your guides are like, write some poems to us. The universe is like, charm us, like make us want to do it. Rub us, you know, energetically like the genie in a bottle so we can grant your wish. Dance with us, play with us. Send us your true energy, your true vulnerability. Your vocal cords literally vibrate every time you speak, so you're sending out a vibration. Manifest that way. Someone has like a gift that has to do with their throat chakra or their mouth. Listen, pause. But Spirit is like, use that to manifest. That'll really help someone. And that is what I have for you, group one. That is who will propose to you. That is who you're getting engaged to. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 2 with the rose quartz crystal point, this is your reading. Yes, this is rose quartz. I can feel someone asking in the ethers. It's just really pale, and it's an argonite crystal point. So they put like copper and conductive material in the crystal point. So it's pieces of a rose quartz, so it looks different. We got the Strength card at the bottom of the deck. Nice. You guys are stepping into your power for sure. That could be a part of what's attracting this person to you, or this person could have Leo placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Spirit for group 2 with the rose quartz crystal point. Show us who is proposing to group 2. Who are they getting engaged to? Nice. We got the reliable card. You can count on me to always be there is what that card says. I'm actually hearing the Gilmore Girls theme song, Where You Lead, I think it's called. Oh, look at this, you guys. You're securing the bag. You got you a fine... Okay, you got a fine one here. We have attractive and intimidating that came up with reliable. Attractive says, my looks attract a lot of attention. Intimidating says, my looks intimidate a lot of people. So this person looks very attractive. It could be an ethereal beauty. It could be an alien-esque beauty, otherworldly beauty. If it intimidates other people, they could be really tall. They could be really big, like really wide, like tall, muscular. Think like... I guess for a lack of better examples, think like a Kronk archetype from Emperor's New Groove, like, you know, big, muscly, but obviously not that, you know, maybe not quite as dramatic as the movie, but like that. Okay, and then we have reliable. It says, you can always count on me to be there. I love this energy. This person feels very warm. I'm hearing gentle giant. This person could be a gentle giant, someone that a lot of people are intimidated by, someone that a lot of people don't understand or feel afraid to talk to right away. Someone who really is like top 1% of attractiveness, like on a worldly kind of scale. Someone that most people would look at and say like, yeah, that's an attractive person. Ew, we got a lot that jumped out. I love this. This seems like a catch. It seems like a good person. Someone that you can trust. We got truthful and familiarity that came out. Truthful says, I'm honest in all of my words and actions. I love that because their actions are going to match their words as well. And then familiarity says we know each other already. So you may know this person. This could be a family friend, someone that you've been close to throughout the years, but not actually close to, never had a relationship with. It feels like someone who was like one grade ahead of you. So like they were there at all the games. You would recognize their face, even like, oh, you're so-and-so's brother or so-and-so's sister. Da, da, da. I remember seeing you at the games. Like, da, 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 da. You know, there may be something like that that happens between the two of you. Or this person could feel like home. Like say you're Samoan. Say you're Samoan and you live in a place where there isn't very many Samoans. This is like, this person is from where you're from. You know, they have the tattoos and they like the spicy food. I don't know. Okay. Listen, it's just an example. So there's like a energy here of, you know, you kind of feeling really safe with this person, and it feels like right out the gate, right away, there is a strong sense of comfort in this connection. And then we have logical and mature, which I just personally love because it's like, yeah, we love solid people. We love stable people. We love people who are emotionally intelligent, emotionally sound. We like that. Logical, I use clear and sound reasoning. So they may be more left brain. This person may be more of a numbers kind of guy, numbers kind of girl, someone who's more into like, you know, they may just be particular. They may be nerdy. They may be very organized. Maybe they just have a Virgo Mars placement. And they just have to do things the right way. Taurus Mars placement. Everything with opulence. We have mature here. I'm dependable and take responsibility. So this is an emotionally mature person. This is someone who actually can give you a stable connection, like someone you can depend on, someone you can trust, someone who's like present. And by present, I don't even mean that you've dated people in the past that seem to be distracted. Present feels more like spirit trying to say, this person is living like in the present. They're not chasing after an ideal outside of them, a life outside of them. You know, like they're content where they are. They're okay. They're not all over the place. It feels like more like present in that way. Spirit for group 2, who is proposing? Ooh, right away. Ooh, we got the scribe that came out. The scribe, okay, listen, this person, your fiance, they may be a little petty. They may be a little petty. The scribe energy, when the scribe energy comes out, it's always someone who, you know, they kind of keep a tally, okay? It says preserving knowledge and information. So they could just be like a etymology buff or a history buff, or they may have some sort of career that they're in. I don't feel like this person is a librarian. I just feel like they do something that involves books and logging information, da 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 da. Obviously, it'll click once you know, meet them and you're like, oh, you know what? Yeah, they do that, you know, clerical organization. I don't know, whatever. You'll see. The saboteur highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes that it would bring into your life. So this person likes people to be free. They really want you to be your best self. This person may have a recovery story of some sort. They may have recovered from something, whether it's a physical injury, like with, you know, therapy. I feel like they have a story. It could be like some sort of addiction or overcoming a condition. Nice. We got the Father here. Yeah, this person, they give masculine. They give a lot of masculine energy. It's almost like very Saturnian. And then we have the Prince. I love this so much. Another card with the masculine energy. I love this because it's like they give daddy energy, father energy. They're serious when they need to be, but they also give that like loyal, charming prince energy that's playful, a little mischievous, you know, like fun, like that kid archetype, like, you know, kid in a, like a not a hypothetical kind of way, but in a non-literal kind of way. You know how like, I'm just a teenage dirtbag. It's giving, if you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. It's just giving like, this person is a little bit of a rebel as well. The Father says talent for creating and supporting life. Okay, T, because that's a bar that some of our fathers need to. Now, not only do you need to be able to create life, you need to be able to support it. Okay, and there's a lot of masculines out here who they do a lot of creating and they want to continue to create, but they're not doing the supporting. Okay. Positive guiding light within tribal unit is the last sentence on that one. And then the Prince says romantic charm and the potential for power. So when you're meeting them, they're still building, they're still, hustling, they're still working, they're still finding their way in this life. They're not a complete package. They're living in the moment. Like I said before, this person is very present. So they don't and that's the thing. You want someone ambitious, but actually being with someone ambitious is a whole different thing. When they can't sit down, when they can't be pleased with a night, even just like a good night, like, oh my God, we don't got to worry about that until tomorrow. Like, I can't even connect with you. And then it's like, okay, maybe I don't want someone super ambitious. Maybe I want someone who can be more comfortable with what they have. And then we have the Teacher and the Avenger. Interesting. This person may have a bad side, a jealousy streak. This person may be a bit possessive. I mean, we had attractive and intimidating. So it's like, yeah, they are attractive and intimidating. But because this is your fiance, we're talking about the person proposing to you. It's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like certain people get a pass. Certain people, they can do a little more than others because it's like, that's my little boo. So like, yeah, duh. The Teacher, ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, and wisdom. The Avenger, desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. This person definitely has something that they're passionate about. And it's one of those like hot topic type things that can kind of like get flagged sometimes when you talk about them. But I feel like this person has gone through some sort of recovery, or this feels like someone who may be against big, you know what I'm talking about? Big, the organization that doles out the stuff that people need for certain things. If you know, you know. Big Pharma. Big Pharma. This person could be like into holistic medicine or alternative medicine or against just big, they have something like that. I can just feel it. I obviously, won't know exactly what it is, but I feel like they're a teacher. They've taken note with the scribe energy. We got the Teacher card. We got the father card. They're a father card. They're a genuinely good leader, and they have the energy to support it with the Avenger. So they have some sort of cause that they're passionate about, or, someone beat something or someone didn't beat something. So now they're an advocate. Like say they had a parent that passed to some form of, rare disease. Like this person fights against that through like putting together different engagements, or maybe like a 5K, like a run, something like that, to bring in money, to bring in awareness. Like this person has something going on, which I love, because it's good to see purpose in people's lives. It's good to see that they have something outside of you, because then their relationship doesn't get stale. They have something in their life that genuinely makes them feel like I have purpose in this world and I am content, and it's all the better. Like, yes, it takes away time from you, and that may be a little weird to get used to, but this is the way to go. This is how you have a lifelong relationship, when you have connections with people that have full lives. So like, in the beginning, it's cool. It's all cool and dandy because you love to be kissy and, whatever with your partner. But when it's like, okay, that's all they know and that's all they'll do, and they're taking up all your time, you can't even get anything done, then it becomes a problem. Spirit, for group 2, who will propose to them? Tell me about the relationship. What do they need to know? What will it be like? Tell me about the connection. Oh, let's see. Well, there's a lot of healthy love here. We have the Devil in reverse and the Moon in reverse. So you may have been in a narcissistic relationship before. We also have the Ace of Wands in reverse. There's something about not manifesting or not dreaming. That may have been a spiritual byproduct of how stuck you were in a relationship or in a situation, in a mind state, and on a loop, in a karmic, whatever. Oh my God, that's so scary. But I've had that happen to me specifically before. It was years ago. Since then, my dreams have come back. I've only lucid dreamt maybe twice since my dreams were taken away because of something traumatic I went through. But the dreams are back. So at least I'm dreaming again. I used to lucid dream every single night for like years straight, ever since I was a kid. And then it stopped when I went through something really bad. And the dreams are back. But the lucid dreams are not. But anyways, devil in reverse with the moon in reverse. It's just the moon is about like confusion, things being hidden, secrets. And the devil, we know what the devil is about. Like, so with both of these being in reverse, I really do feel like this is healthy love. And then the Ace of Wands in reverse is just more like tea. Like you may have had negative spiritual effects for past relationships that you've been in. So I feel like Spirit is also trying to highlight, listen, pay attention to your body. How do you start to change? Pay attention to that. That's going to be a huge green flag or a red flag for you moving forward in relationships. If you get all shaky, you get a throat chakra block. A throat chakra block is the biggest giveaway for me that there's a problem in a relationship, whether it's someone I'm reading on or whether it's, me personally. If I feel like I can't talk, if I start to literally get like a frog in my throat when I need to communicate something important, that is a huge indicator that something is pushing back up against a boundary that I have, to where when I want to speak on it, I can't. But if it's time to, get freaky, I can turn on the sex kitten right away. But all of a sudden when I want to have a conversation, I can't speak. What is going on here? Pay attention. We have the Eight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So I see big changes for you, big positive changes. We have the Four of Cups in reverse and the Temperance card. So for now, I feel like this is fine. Just allow everything to balance. Things are coming together is what Spirit wants you to know. Continue to work on whatever projects you have, Eight of Pentacles. Continue to do the work that you're being guided to do. Spirit is sending you signs and signals of what to do next. And you may just be working, but not getting a confirmation from Spirit like that things are coming through. So take this as that confirmation and keep going. It's like once you get used to the way Spirit communicates to you and following through on what Spirit is communicating to you, once you get used to that, the next hurdle is like actually moving forward and knowing like, okay, like it's getting past like the need for reassurance all the time or being able to keep yourself busy during the journey, regardless of what's going on. So let me see here. Spirit, what does group 2 need to know? What other messages? We have epoch, which is so funny. At the bottom of this card, it says pause in your journey. And we were just kind of talking about that, where it's like you may pause if you feel like you're not getting certain messages. But I also feel like this is the calm before the storm, or I get this energy of waiting out the storm. I'm like seeing someone in a store and it's raining outside and it's like, okay, it's gonna stop raining and we'll be able to move forward, we'll be able to drive home, or I feel like that's a like symbolism for Spirit saying there's other things going on in the collective right now. People are getting handed with karma left and right, or there are other energies, entities that are attracted to you and would love for you to be their bride forever, eternally damned, in the ghetto with them. And Spirit's like, hold on. It's like you're being held, in the store. You're being held in the store. They can't see in the store. And Spirit's about to let you go. As soon as your ride is here, but you just got to get in and you got to go. And you also just got to go, move on with your journey, move on with your life once you are with your fiance, build your sense of community, home, happiness in life with them after that without looking back. And hanging on, to people and things that, it is necessary for you to let go of. But there may be some sort of actual pause in your journey causing this frustration. And maybe Spirit didn't send you communication on that. So, of course, that would sit with you and make you feel a way. So again, take this as the confirmation. Spirit is channeling through me right now and telling me, like, especially if a bunch of this resonated, specific details, that's been happening a lot. I get the weirdest downloads, but I always say it because I know it's going to resonate with just one person, and it's going to give them that confirmation, like, damn, that was so specific and weird and odd. How the heck would she even know about that or think about that? Like, that's got to be for me. I love that. I love moments like that. But yeah, there may be an actual pause in your journey, so take this as your confirmation, like spirit has your back, but that's what's going on right now. Go refer back to that metaphor, like being in the store, it's raining and there's demons trolling the store looking like, you know how you go to the hood and be some sketchy characters, like, what are you doing behind a dumpster? Did I just see somebody duck off behind a dumpster? Like, what is going on over here? Spirit is trying to keep you safe and protected, okay? The witch, the magic you seek is inside of you. Let it flow. You guys may be wanting to step into some sort of magic. I'm hearing candle magic and also womb magic. Womb magic would essentially be working with your womb cycle. If you are a feminine that does have a cycle, even if you don't have like a official period, you should still have like some sort of cycle that you should be able to track. Because I know some people that don't get one anymore, but they can still tell. But you don't need one. It's really just about, you know, when you're ovulating and when it's the time for the actual time of the month, you know, manifesting with those cycles as if it's the moon. I always tell my feminines, like, baby, you are the moon. Yeah. And we're not going to make that an awkward conversation because that's real life. Half of the population deals with this. Get over yourself if you don't want to hear about it. Literally get over yourself. No, I'm sorry. We don't care. Let me get out of here, you guys. I'm just like rambling at this point. That's what I have for you, group 2. That's who's proposing to you. That's why I see you getting engaged to. My Etsy shop is in the description if you'd like a private tarot reading. That is where you can find me. But that is what I got for you today. And I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 3 with the citrine crystal point, this is your reading. Who will propose to you? Who will you get engaged to? That is what we're going to find out today. This deck was made by King of Aloha on YouTube, but he does not sell it. But he does sell other tarot decks that he's made. So if you're curious about that, I always get questions about this deck. There's that. Just look up King of Aloha on YouTube. You'll find his channel. Who will propose to group 3, Spirit? Show me the person they're getting engaged to. In his description is where you can find the link to buy his cards, by the way. In the description of any of his videos. Spirit for group 3. Ooh, we got a stack. A lot of energy coming out right away. We love that. Let's see what we have. Oh. I feel like this person has traveled the world in some degree. Oh, I love this person's energy. They really are the type of person that can talk to anyone. I'm like, where do I start? So we have book smart and cultured. So first of all, I feel like this person was a part of a fraternity or they were in a sorority. They could have like gone to, it just feels like they were very deeply involved in their college experience. Like people know them. They were famous on their, you know, college sports team or very well known, did amazing academically. They had some sort of clout related to their experience in college or university. Cultured says, I know a lot about different cultures and I have refined tastes and manners. So this person could be from overseas. This person could have had some sort of etiquette training. This person could honestly be rich or from high society in some way. It is giving collegiate energy. It's giving Vampire Weekend. It's giving Foster the People. It's giving polo. It's giving old money aesthetic. Like I'm seeing that kind of energy here with your fiance. And then we have open-minded and extroverted. So your person, they can hold a conversation. They can hold your attention. Also, I'm hearing specifically, they can hold a conversation. They can hold your attention. They have a commanding presence. They can command a room. They can be the forefront or the face of a company, a CEO. This person has a lot of respect. They're known for their accomplishments. This person may have a PhD or a master's, like some sort of high level status or job or degree. Open-minded says, I have an unlimited way of viewing things. Extroverted says, I'm outgoing and social. I am the in-your-face type. So this person isn't like super reserved. They aren't super shy. This person is generally more extroverted. It's giving a little bit of like politician energy, but like in an Obama kind of way where it's like, okay, regardless of the politics, like most people would say, okay, that person is charismatic. Like that person can command a room. That person can give good speeches. They can appear like they're someone who garners a lot of respect or attention, or at least they come across as like likable. It's giving a little bit of that energy. This person could have grown up in or around DC, or be really into politics, be really into art, architecture, culture, cuisine, travel. And I do feel like they have traveled. We have affectionate and generous. I'm just like, okay, Spirit, like you're doing the most, because why are they getting all the good stuff? Because sometimes I pick a pile, and I did that today, and I'm like, this is not my pile, Spirit, so how is you telling me this is the best one? Anyways, affectionate. I'm very open with showing you how I feel. So this person is publicly affectionate. If you care about it, they'll post you on social media. They don't care. Like they don't mind that. They have no problem professing their love for you. This person is a fan of you. If you're someone who has a very unique style, or if you have a commanding presence yourself, this person is like your number one fan. They want to see you succeed. They want to see you happy. They want to see you looking good. You know, this is giving me like Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds type of energy. And if I messed up either of their names, I'm sorry. I don't really know them folks like that. But I have seen them on social media, and I know that people like, you know, talk about their relationship and da-da-da. And it's giving that kind of energy where it's like, Ryan, I saw this photo, and it was like, I accidentally cropped out my wife's earrings, shame on me, da 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 da. Like this person is giving that kind of vibe where they're not afraid to be a little embarrassed, or, you know, to seem like a simp, because they really are obsessed with you and they don't care. Like they see themselves as a peasant and they're your minion. Generous. I like spoiling you as much as I can. So this person spoils you with their time, energy, and their resources, okay? They want you to know, like, I care about you, I love you. They're big on romance. I'm getting like roses as they're coming in from out of town. It's like, you just got out of town, you've been traveling, you know, you just got off a plane and you're bringing me flowers. Like you're bringing me flowers and those little, you know, Toblerones I like. It's giving that kind of vibe where it's like, okay, babe, you gonna get this meal. Okay, you better chill out. You better chill out, babe, or I have to kitty you down. We have peaceful, competition, and hero. This person is well liked. Literally, like it's giving politician energy, like kissing babies, charismatic, well liked. But like the ones that are charismatic, like JFK, or like, you know, Obama vibes, like personable. Peaceful, I like things to be at peace. Competition, I like to keep up with the Joneses. And hero, I will come in and save the day. What's mine is yours, I just heard. So this person strongly believes in marriage, and they strongly believe in providing, I'm hearing. So they will come in and save the day for friends, family, and for you. They will support you. They will stand beside you. They will defend you, I'm hearing. I'm tapping into someone that has an overbearing family, and Spirit is saying you're not going to have to worry about that with this person on your side. So they may be able to specifically, you know, really support you and come through for you when it comes to your familial issues. Spirit, for group 3, show us this person. Oh my God, I'm not going to say this. You can read it, because, you know, YouTube is getting a little sensitive. But we got this one that came out. Extenuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit is what it says on that one. So this person may have an unsavory past. This person may have script, okay, in college. They could be a man or a woman of wiles, okay? They could like a good one-night stand, or maybe they did in the past. This person is, you know, sensually liberated. They wear what they want, do what they want. They may break gender norms, okay? Like, okay, I don't want to do too much because some of y'all gonna be like, I don't want that. Because I was just saying, like, maybe you're a feminine and you want to go out in a bra, and they're like, I want to go out in a bra too. But that was like, okay, that's a little too, it's giving New York. Can you tell it's giving city? And you know, we got to keep it neutral. So all the grills, all the guys, you know, can get their chosen person. But I'm a slave for you. It's giving that kind of energy where it's like, listen, I'm whatever you need me to be. Like this person, listen, if you got some weird some stuff you want to explore, this is your person, because they could take it there with you. They may have a Scorpio Venus or like a Scorpio Gemini. Scorpio Geminis is a weird, freaky placement. Like I see, or sorry, not Scorpio Geminis. I meant to say Gemini Venus. That's a weird placement. I see y'all like, those are the closet freaks. Okay. Bye. So help me God. We're going to stay on track. We're not going to get flagged. We're not going to do too much today. The King, enlightened, benevolent leadership, benefiting those in your charge. And then we have the Child wounded. This one says awakens compassion and the desire to serve other wounded children, open to lifelong learning and forgiveness. So who are they? Someone who's very free in their energy, someone who wants to help other people who have gone through what they've gone through. Or who just need, you know, a safe space. They like to be a safe space for people. And they have a strong, commanding, masculine, king-like energy where they take care of those who they love. Those who are under their, you know, rulership or command or a part of their community are taken care of, period. Wow, we got some very interesting, like, archetypes for you guys. We have the beggar and the femme fatale. The beggar says confronts empowerment at levels of physical survival, awakens to spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. I gotta be honest, this person may be a scammer when you meet them. They could be someone who, I keep seeing damn Magic Mike. So this could be a masculine that works at a grip club. Like I said before, maybe it wasn't just in college. Maybe they're still doing that. This person definitely has no issue with doing what they need to do to survive or to take care of their family. This is someone who can be 10 toes with you. Maybe they don't have that colorful of a past, and it's like, the problem is I'm recording late, and I never record late for this reason, because I'm literally one of those people where it's like the later it gets, I really do start to get delirious to the point where you'll tell me, yo, you said that the other day, and I'll be like, I did not say nothing like that. I don't even remember that, because literally I just become delirious. I don't know what it is. So the problem is it's kind of late, so I'm reading things more extreme, but it doesn't even have to be that. It could be that this person is very free in their energy and they're not afraid to say that they need help. They're more masculine with feminine, strong feminine energy. Like, I can say I need help, I can get help, I can go to therapy, I can, you know, they could be very spiritual, they could be a shaman, they could be someone who helps or heals others. It doesn't have to be so extreme, but the archetypes coming out are like, you can't blame me for thinking these things. And then we have the femme fatale. It says highlights the erotic energy of the feminine, opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. So if you've had relationships where, you know, what you wanted was too much for people, you seemed very intense to people, or you overwhelmed people romantically, that will not be a problem with them. They don't get overwhelmed. They don't get shaken. Like, they're cool. They're good. They're like, okay, you know, whatever. You're that's just how you are. They wouldn't even say like, okay, I know you're, you know, needy. You need a little extra reassurance. They didn't even see it that way. It's like, you know, it's me and you, bae. So whatever you need, is just whatever you need. It is what it is. And then we have the shapeshifter and the scribe. The shapeshifter says skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness and the ability to see the potential in everything. So this person, their superpower is perspective. This is the kind of person you can talk to when you really need something. Like, this is the person you can go to. Like, okay, if you needed to do this, how would you do this? Like, if you needed to make $100 by the end of the day, what would you do? You could come to this person and they would give you a few options or a few like viable answers. They're whoever they need to be to get to the end goal. So this person wears many hats. They may come across as like two-faced, and Geminis unfortunately get that bad rep because of their duality, because they really do see things, the light and the dark, like as above, so below, within, without. They see both sides. So it's like, I believe both things equally because they're both true in different ways. So yeah, they could have a Gemini Venus, Gemini rising, Gemini Mercury. Something about their communication may be affected by an air sign in their chart. And then the scribe, preserving knowledge and information. So this person remembers birthdays, holidays, important events, important things that you say. Spirit, what can you tell me about this relationship? What does group 3 need to know? What else do we need to know? Ooh. This person may not be used to commitment. It's like they're going all in with you. I'm surprised the gambler archetype didn't come out. Well, I guess maybe they're not a gambler, but they're gambling with you. But we have the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, 5 of Pentacles in reverse, and the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So this person is going against all odds to be with you to some degree. You guys could be very different, or you may see yourself as damaged goods. Like, you know, for an example, you may have like 3 kids from a past marriage and a divorce under your belt. Like, you know, so society would say, oh, you're not this age anymore, you don't look like this anymore, or you have kids, or oh, you're divorced. That means, you know, negative, da-da-da. Just as an example. Or you may have a condition that affects you that's hard for you to even tell other people that you suffer with. You know, something that would make you imperfect, and we're all imperfect. And I feel like I love, first of all, that they're coming in and just loving you down through everything, but I really don't feel like they would judge anyways. But yeah, this person is going against all odds and they're moving forward with you. So even if you seem like not the best option for them, you just do it for them. We have the 8 of Cups and the Page of Coins. So they are having to walk away from a connection or an idea that they invested in the beginning of your connection. And energy is fluid, so this could be vice versa. Like, say you had in your mind, I'm going to marry a baller. I'm going to marry somebody that plays sports. We're going to have some tall babies that are then going to play sports, and I'm going to be good for life. Say that was your plan. This person is an accountant. It's like that, you know, and that's just an example. So if you have something that you want, or, you know, feel like you need, or they may have something that they want or feel like they need, or it may just take you guys extra time in the beginning to warm up to each other, to open up to each other, and to get to know each other. There is an energy here though, 8 of Cups, Page of Coins in reverse, where it's like someone's walking away from a previous ideal or investment. So if you're in a relationship, but you're low-key like, okay, Spirit, is this the one that's going to give me the ring? Are they going to give me the ring? No, it's actually someone outside of that. So, or maybe, you know, if this perfectly described them, then of course, you know, this would apply to them, but it does feel like something like that. So just be aware of that. Like I said, it could take a little while longer than normal for you guys to connect. Or there may be differences between the two of you. We have the 7 of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. So Spirit is saying your heart is involved, and as long as your heart continues to be involved, you should pursue and you will pursue. Queen of Cups, I do feel like they'll be worth the 7 of Pentacles investment. Spirit. for group 3. We have the Four of Cups. There's also an energy of waiting out for the right person. So if you are connected to someone that you genuinely know, you don't see yourself, getting engaged to, it may be a good time to start to, plan your exit strategy. And I always recommend an exit strategy. And to be honest, me personally, I usually recommend setting things up for yourself and then having a conversation once things are secured. That doesn't mean if you live together, dipping out when rent is due the next day and it's like, okay, you give them no time, but it's like once your other apartment is secured and you've gotten approved for that, then go ahead and tell them. So it's like you'll have a month or, 2, time, 3 months. Most places require 3 months in advance. But setting yourself up for success and then, planning your exit strategy if you know that this probably isn't going to be what you need forever. We got the Sun card here, and it was in reverse, but I wanted to automatically turn it upwards. So I feel like Spirit wants you to know there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And even if we do go with the first meaning with the Sun in reverse, we had the Four of Cups before that. So yeah, Four of Cups is about holding out. Four of Cups is about discipline. So, things may not start the way that you anticipate or the way that you want. Or like I said, you guys may have a power struggle in the beginning or take a long time to get to know each other. But I still see you guys making it to the altar. We got the Justice card at the bottom of the deck. I still see you guys making it to the altar. I still see you figuring it out and, having your happily ever after moment. So just be patient for that and know that it will come. But yeah, that is what I got for you, group 3. My Etsy's in the description if you'd like a private tarot reading. That is where you can find me. But that is what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 4 with the clear quartz, this is your reading. Who will propose to you? Who will you get engaged to? That is what we are finding out today. We're using the Gilded Tarot Royale for you, for your tarot deck. Let's see what's up, group 4. Spirit, who is proposing to group 4? Show me this person. Who are they getting engaged to? Spirit, for group 4, show me their fiance. Nice. This person may have been raised, they may have been homeschooled, they may have grown up in a small town. There's a little bit of an energy of this person being a wallflower or someone who's not the best, like with interpersonal relationships. There's like an energy of them, like they don't have the ability to talk to every kind of person. Certain people may intimidate them, which is so funny because we got the intimidating card that actually came out for them. Interesting. So people see them as more intimidating, but I feel like, it's not even any bark. I was just going to say, I feel like it's all bark, no bite, but I don't even feel like that. This person doesn't bark. It's just like, okay, they're intimidating. They have like RBF, like resting bee face, that kind of thing. They look intimidating, but then they have like this beautiful smile once you actually get to know them. Okay, awareness says, I know you, but you don't know me yet. So this person could have seen you online. They could have come across you. I just heard on campus. This person could come into your job. You may work in the same building, but like different departments. They have an awareness of you, but they kind of like haven't opened the door to where you would feel comfortable with them, or maybe you're not even aware of them at this point. We have shy. I find it hard to open up. I would rather stay within my shell. So yeah, they are more of a shy and reserved kind of person. They more like to watch. I don't feel like this person is truly shy. I feel like they could be, outgoing if they wanted to. I feel like they, could show up whatever way they needed to, especially in order to be successful, because we did have the hardworking card that came out for them. So I don't feel like they're shy, but I feel like reserved is the better way to explain it, because it's not that they can't think of anything to say. It's like they just don't. They're not uncomfortable with silence. And then we have intimidating. My looks intimidate a lot of people. I feel like their looks get them a lot of attention. But people don't know what they have going on. It's kind of like that scene in Twilight where all the Cullens walk in, and then you have, what was her name? I think like Jessica in that movie, or maybe that was the other one. You know, they have old girl talking about explaining all the Cullens, and it's like, she says something like, but no one's good, you know, no one here's good enough for him. Something like that. I'm getting that vibe where it's like people are very attracted to them at this point, but because they literally like don't talk to anyone, or, you know, they're not super outgoing and in your face, like no one has been able to really shoot their shot with them. So people may be like low-key salty about that. We have polite, hardworking, and loving. Polite says, I'm always courteous and respectful. This person has good manners, and I also just heard Southern charm. You may be from the South, or this person may be from the South, but if you're from the South and you've moved, that may be something you really miss, like the Southern charm, or just like the hospitality. Like people, you know, they don't go that extra mile to make sure you feel taken care of, make sure you're good, to make sure you have, you know, a good experience, you know. Shit, up north, they even be, you know, stingy with the sauce packets. You go out to eat, they be like, you can get one. Ma'am, I got a 10-piece. Don't play with me right now. I'm sorry. Personal rants. Hardworking. All I know is putting in work. So this person is definitely hardworking. This person is of sound mind. I feel like they're strong, and dependable and trustworthy. And then we have loving. It says, I care about everyone in a genuine way. So they're a genuinely caring person, but they don't overextend themselves. They don't really get into they don't really get in the mix. Like even if you work with this person, it's like they may not go to like the extra outings. Like they may not do the team bonding stuff. They may not even participate when there's like free stuff. Or maybe that's the only time they come around, when there's free stuff. Some jobs, I swear, it's like you don't see certain people until there's a potluck. Spirit. Anything else? Okay, this card really wants to come up. Anything else from this deck about this person proposing to group 4? Okay. We have logical and courageous. I love that. So for those of you who are worried, like, ugh, I don't need a wallflower. I don't need someone, you know, looking at me to take all the action. Don't even worry about it, sweetheart. You're not going to have to worry about that. This person will take action. They will, you know, do what needs to be done and give what needs to be gave when it comes to the relationship. Logical, I use clear and sound reasoning. I love that. So this person is very matter of fact. So if you are more of an emotional person, that may be where you see some strain in this person or in this connection, because they truly don't get emotional. Like this person kind of stays like calm in every situation. They don't get their feathers ruffled too easily, and they're really disciplined. So even if you're trying to tease them and be flirty with them and cute with them, they may appear aloof, or, you know, like unmoved by your advances and your wiles. Courageous says, I stand firm and go for what I believe in. So don't you worry when it comes to taking action, the action that needs to be taken, action in their career, action in their job, their day-to-day, remembering things, deadlines. They're good with that. When it comes to pursuing you and showing up for you, they're good as far as that. So don't you worry. They are courageous. They're not scary. Spirit for group 4. Who is this person? Oh, nice. We got the lover card. We got the loving card that came out for the first deck. And then we got the lover card that came out from the second deck. So this person is really romantic. They really, really give you like what they don't give to other people. Like the love and care and attention and affection. If you were to tell like their sister how they treat you, their sister would genuinely not believe you. Like if you were to tell their best friends, like what they did for your birthday, what they did for your anniversary, they would genuinely be like, this guy, this girl, no, she did not rent a mansion for you guys to stay in. She did not arrange he did not do that. Like, they'd be so shocked, like, what? They spent money? Yeah, they're daddy warbucks when it comes to you. They got all the funds available. Like, when it comes to you, you definitely get special treatment. I actually just heard princess treatment. The Lover, it says great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation for someone or something. So they have unbridled appreciation for you. Their love never dies and never runs out. Their cup runneth over, and your cup runneth over when you're with them. This person is very much so in love with you, obviously, because they're proposing to you, but they really are kind of obsessed. Spirit, who is this person? And I also feel like they're a generally good person. Like, this is the kind of person that stays out of the mix, so you can't use them or take advantage of them, because they can get out of situations they don't want to be in, but they are a more fair and giving type of person, generally speaking. We have the Samaritan. It says refines your capacity to help those who you would prefer to ignore. So this person is going to help you in your personal journey as well, especially if you're sensitive to weakness or sensitive to people who are looking for a handout. If it's just extremely hard for you to be empathetic for people because it's like, I'm working, you're standing with your hand out for change when you could be standing, with your hand out for an application. I'm not buying it. If you have those biases, which a lot of people don't talk about, but it needs to be talked about so we can learn how we can grow. If you feel that way, this person's going to help you with that. They're going to help you become more genuinely empathetic, because so many people be out here saying they're empathetic when they're really vampires, and they think they're empathetic just because they can feel someone's emotions. You're only tapping into that feeling of their emotion because you want something with them. But we don't want to talk about that, right? Because trust and believe, if it wasn't something that benefited you, you would switch it off. Just like you switch it off when you're at work and those customers be asking for that extra and you don't be feeling it, you switch it right off. So that's not an empath. That's not empathy. That's not an empath. You have the ability to tap into your emotions when you want something. Okay, we have the Seeker, but this person is genuinely a Samaritan. I also wouldn't be surprised if they were a good Samaritan either, like someone who is about the principle. If the waiter forgets to add the dessert on the bill, they're going to say, oh, you forgot the cake. I want to pay for it. I don't mind paying for it. I don't want a free handout. And then we have the Seeker, thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are, is what that one says. So they're a seeker of higher level knowledge and information. I'm also hearing and feeling that they want you to show them something. They love when someone can teach them about something. So whatever your gift is, whether you're a good cook, whether you have spiritual resources for them, whatever it is that makes you different and unique, they're into it. They want to hear about it. They want to know about it. Yeah, we got the Liberator. They want to set you free and they want to be set free. So they're looking for like a true divinely guided partner, a true partner, someone who is truly ready to do this for the long haul, and someone who has done the shadow work to move past trauma so that they are ready to give and receive. They can give freely. They're not too caught up. It's like that sunken cost fallacy, A lot of people go into new relationships making that person do the most and essentially pay for what they feel like they've already lost. And it's like they can't be different. They'll even go home and beat themselves up about things that they said or they did with their new person, but they literally can't help it because it's like emotionally or subconsciously they need to somehow, some way recoup the cost of their past relationships. So whoever comes in, they got to work. They got to do the most. But you won't have to deal with that here. As long as you can open yourself up. The Liberator says, freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns. So this person wants you to feel free. They want you to be free. and they want to be free themselves. I knew there was one more that wanted to come out. And it came out right away as soon as I was about to put that deck down. We have the Guide. Very interesting. They may have like a connection to higher levels of intelligence, or they may have like some sort of spiritual gift. They may be able to lucid dream every night on command. They may astral travel. They could, you know, there's so many, you know, spiritual gifts. You'll see what that is. The Guide says represents the nature of the divine in your life and in yourself. So this person is coming in to show you like where you're taken care of, where you're protected, where God cares about you, where Spirit, God, the divine, the higher power is present in your life. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Emperor. I just heard lead the way. This person is coming through to lead the way. They're a guiding light and they're a strong leader energy. It's giving strong cardinal energy, strong mutable energy as well. They may have their moon placement in a mutable sign because they really do have the ability to take on change pretty well without getting too dysregulated, too shaken, too thrown off. They're pretty good. 9 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I like that. We have the Queen of Swords and the Justice card. Then the World card and the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. So something definitely got sabotaged before. You may have tried to force this to come about and you may have gotten put time out. Like, this is like an energy of, you know, when you have your first spiritual ascension and you come into power and it's like your mind just naturally really starts to get irritated with certain people because you can see their consciousness level and it's just irritating. It is what it is. We all go through it where it's like you go through your ascension and it's hard for you to talk about or pretend to care about certain things or have conversations or even relationships with certain people because you just know like, ooh, energetically we are not a match. I'm getting a little bit of that energy here or something similar with some of you with that Queen of Swords with the Justice card in reverse where it's like maybe you had been feeling yourself and then you really started to feel like I am the operant power in my reality. Yes, only your reality. That ITY at the end of real, making reality, ITY means that it is like something, not that it is something. So you may feel or think, or from your perspective, you may think you're the operant power, but is that actually true? No, it's a observation of what is actually real and going on. Anyways, I don't want to get into, you know, the technicalities of manifestation and etymology and words, but I do feel something like that where it's like, okay, some of you may have really been feeling confident in your power and then you may have started to prove something because maybe someone said, oh, can you do this? Or, you know, maybe you just got really excited and you've been trying to force things. Like after your first manifestation came through or after you had some sort of success, this could be a graduation, getting a degree that not many people have. This could be securing a job that not many people can get that takes high qualifications. This could be like really soaring in your career, having some sort of internet fame, anything that would take you up and make you feel really good. That may have been your downfall at some point. And this is that full circle moment. So we have the World card and the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. If you have sunken cost fallacy, you may feel like, no, there still needs to be more that's paid because I had to go through XYZ. But really, maybe you did go through XYZ because, you know, you started to get confused and feel like I'm in control of this. And, you know, it happens to the best of us. Spirit humbled me so bad last year. I still can't even share certain parts of my journey because it's like, damn. Spirit will really humble TF out of you. Anyways, the World card, 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Spirit may have taken something back, or 6 of Pentacles, something may have fallen through, like right when it seemed like it was going to manifest. Something may have fallen apart, or you may be really struggling with the ego now. So just continue to try to push through it. Continue to welcome in alternative perspectives. Or maybe this is a great time to get a, you know, like a private reading and have someone read specifically on your situation because it's like, there's only so long you can listen to collectives, or even like pick a cards where it's like messages coming through for other people as well, because then you can get confused, or you don't get enough of your message. You get a part of it, but not enough to where it gives you real clarity and perspective. So maybe it's time for you to Knight of Swords, invest in something that could be complementary and something that can help you, versus Queen of Swords trying to be the operant power of your reality. Maybe talking to someone or having someone else kind of lead you and help you, give you some perspective. I feel like that would help. But we have the Ten of Wands and the Hermit in reverse. So Spirit is saying, I want you to keep moving. I don't want you to give up. And by don't give up, I don't mean don't stop manifesting. I mean, don't stop committing to the way you know you need to do things so that you can actually have your manifestation. Like, don't stop surrendering. Don't stop believing. Sorry, I had to. But literally, don't stop believing in the higher power. Don't stop trusting. Don't stop making your life beautiful and exciting for you to just live in and exist in. Don't wait for someone to come through to, you know, bring you that happily ever after. Live that now, and then have them be like the cherry on the cake. We have sacrifice that has just come out. What can you let go of is what it says at the bottom of this card. So there, yeah, it does feel like that. There may be, you know, a sacrifice called for you in order to align yourself with this type of relationship. This person is a lover. That's clear. It came out from two different decks, and we got the World card and the Emperor. So they are very much so invested. Ace of Pentacles sharing their resources, and with the World card, it's like, yeah, this is that full circle moment. This is a person who's very much so worthy. However, you want to make sure you're in alignment with this person. Doesn't mean you have to be perfect, but you want to make sure you're in alignment. Because this person is still human. You know, you don't want them to question, like, Spirit, are you sure this is the one you sent me? Because they're acting a mess. We have tangibility. Make your dreams real is what it says at the bottom of that card. So another card of Spirit really leading you to surrender. And then we have the Phenomenon card at the bottom of the deck. It says, be still and listen to the Spirit. So your spirit guides may be trying to communicate to you. Again, this may be a good time to get a private reading, or even set up an altar so you can connect with your spirit guides or your ancestors. A really good way to do that, if you're wanting to work with ancestors, they usually like food. So like little pound cakes, little pies. Spirits like drinks, like, you know, go to the store and get you a little shotty and put that on the altar for them. Ancestors, you typically like that kind of stuff. Spirit guides, I would say they typically like crystals, or if you have a book on that spirit guides, like I have the Encyclopedia of Spirits, and whenever I'm channeling a spirit into my space, I will have that book open on the page that has like all their information on it. On my altar with like either a crystal that represents them. I like to do a rose though, just one single rose. That's my personal, but that resonates specifically with me. So you can do a flower, you can do a rose specifically. A white rose I feel like would really be good, but I usually personally use red. But you can also look up, you know, crystals. That's more for spirit guides, like tapping into their frequency is better to connect with them. So if you can get a crystal that matches their energy or something that represents them, typically like that kind of stuff. And it would be really good to connect with them at this time. And also work on strengthening your crown chakra and your third eye chakra to make sure you're receiving the messages. And you can do that imagining a white light over your crown, over your third eye. You can listen to crown chakra healing, third eye chakra healing music as you sleep. But yeah, that is what I have for you. Group 4. My Etsy is in the description if you'd like a private tarot reading, custom spell work, any of that stuff. That is where you can find that on there. But that is what I got for you today, and I'll talk to you soon.